Okay, hello, here we are. This is terrifying. So, hi, I am Emily. I'm 17, hence the name of the podcast is 17 going on 30. We haven't really focused on a setup yet, or where it's going to be, or where we're going to record it. So, for the moment, welcome to my corner of my room, where for now, until future notice, this is where the podcasts are going to be filmed. I suppose this is episode 1. I am incredibly unprepared. I've spent the last week and a half trying to figure out what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do, and, the whole podcast idea was I always have so much to say. I'm a very opinionated person, and quite a lot of my friends will back me up on that. I'm a very opinionated person. But sometimes I don't know how to get my opinion out there. So, we're doing a podcast. Yeah. I'm very excited. We're going to have lots of different guests on here. A few of my friends, a few of my family members. Get people in that, are interested in this week's topic. We're going to try and upload weekly where we can. Maybe every couple of weeks, dependent on how it goes. But this is essentially episode 1, the pilot episode, which I recently learned the pilot episode is because it airs, and that's why it's always called episode 1, which I didn't know. Like I said, you learn something new every day is a learning day, as my mum would say. Yeah, I'm very excited for this. This is a dream, realistically. So I don't really know where we're going to go with this. We're just going to talk and see how it goes. It's like having a conversation with myself, except there's a camera and I have to look at myself. So that's going to be fun. We're going to work as well on the camera quality and the flashing lines. It's my LEDs. They're not brilliant. We have lots of different options. See, white doesn't do it as much. Yellow does. I think we're going to stick with white for now. So yeah. Hello. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to my corner of the world in Britain. Welcome to my photo corner. This is where I spend most of my time. I'm 17. I am finishing my A-levels this year, in a couple months actually. It's currently Easter half term, Easter holidays, whichever you want to call it. So, time in which I should be revising for said exams. But I only have to do 2 written exams, so I'm not too stressed. I should probably be more stressed than I am right now, but we're trying to keep it at a chill pace. Yeah, I'm doing A-levels. I'm doing 2 A-levels at the moment. I'm doing English literature and photography. I love photography. Photography is something I want to do as a career, hopefully one day in the future. Motorsport photography, to be more specific. Yeah. Which is ironic considering the current camera quality of this. We are currently recording on my iPad. I have my phone here. This is my lovely phone that I spend my life on. It has my notes for what I'm going to be saying. So if I keep glancing over this way, I'm trying to keep on track of what I'm supposed to be saying. So this episode is just going to be, I keep starting and stopping. You'll get used to it. We're going to just get to know me for this first one, who I am, kind of, what I like to do. So yeah, I'm currently doing my A-levels. I'm also in the Royal Air Force Air Cadets, and I love it. I wouldn't be me without the Air Cadets. It's provided so much for me over the last nearly 6 years, and I really wouldn't be where I am today without it. I have some incredible friends, most of which I've made through cadets. They are all about as special as I am, putting it in nice terms. I love them all though, they're incredible, all my friends are amazing. Yeah. I think I kind of learned half of the things of who I am today have been because of the cadets, and I will be forever grateful for that. It's done so much for me over the last 6 years, and I'm hoping to continue on my cadet journey for as long as is humanly possible, because it means everything to me. Everybody has that one hobby that, means everything to them for a long time. When I was younger, I used to do ballet dancing. I used to dance since I was like tiny, up until I was like 12. I did ballet, modern, tap dancing, and then I did the little things here and there. I did pantomime as well when I was even younger. My grandma, she used to run a pantomime group, and it was amazing. Jesus. And we did that up until till about 2015. That was an incredible period of my life that although I was like a child, it was still a period of my life which I'm never likely to forget. Like, I can remember sitting with my brother on some of the rehearsal periods, just sitting at the side and like colouring in while my grandma was directing and doing what she does best, because she wrote all of the pantomimes that we performed. She was an incredible woman. I miss my grandma. But she genuinely was an incredible woman. See, this is me. I start on one thing and then I go in like 100 different directions. Yeah, a little bit more about me. As I've spoken about my grandma, I have a younger brother and 2 older half-sisters. I love my sisters and my brother equally, as best as one can. I see my sisters as much as I can, and I currently live with my younger brother, all of which are incredible people. I have 7 nieces and nephews from my sisters as well. Big family, very big family. I have my grandma and my grandpa. My grandma passed a couple years ago. My grandma, my grandpa, and then my nana and my tadki. And my tadki passed even longer ago. But my tadki was Welsh, so I am a quarter Welsh. I like to keep my Welsh heritage proud in me, and no comments will be appreciated. Yeah, I am very, very close with all my family members. All of us are military involved somehow, through my dad's side and my mum's side, and then when I was younger, it used to be a dream of mine. I wanted to join the Royal Air Force. That was the lifelong plan since I was like 8. But things happen, things get in the way, things change. Obviously, as I already said, the dream is now motorsport photography, so we're going to try and keep that one going for as long as humanly possible. As we've come on to the topic of motorsport, I am also a massive Formula 1 fan. Growing up, my nana and Taggy always used to have it on when we went round their house. Massive Ferrari fans. I am a Ferrari fan, don't get me wrong, my loyalties lie, but I am also a McLaren fan. This is not Oscar Piastri's, this is Daniel Ricciardo's shirt, and I would turn round, but I'm also sat down and I don't want to move, so it does say Ricciardo on the back. We've just had the Japanese Grand Prix, that was certainly something, and we have Bahrain in 4 days, which I'm very much looking forward to. 4 days? Yeah, 4 days. To genuinely think about that then. I love my F1 so much, to the point where, so this is my teddy bear this is called Daniel, after Daniel Ricciardo. I've had Daniel since July, and I can't go a night without Daniel. He's my little good luck prayer. Also, I have my baseball caps. I'm just going to turn the camera slightly. I love my baseball caps. I don't go anywhere without a baseball cap. So this is a McLaren 2000 and... I can't remember what year it is, but it has Fernando Alonso's signature on the side. So it's like proper like early 2000s kind of McLaren vibes. I love it. I love my baseball caps. I collect baseball caps. This is what I mean. I ramble. I don't have a direction. I just go for it. So yeah, I'm really into my motorsport at the moment. Growing up, we used to go to Thruxton Race Circuit quite a bit. We watched British superbikes, British touring cars, Caterhams, truck racing. I think we watched caravans racing at some point as well. But it's in the blood, it's in the family. We love... yes, we always used to go to Thruxton to watch motorsport. That's a family thing. We've been for years, and my uncle as well, on my mum's side, he's very much into his motorsport as well. Since my tadki passed a few years ago, my nana is also very much into it. I very much look forward to the race weekends, because I get text messages from my nana going, have you recorded the race yet? Or are you around to watch the race this weekend? And I'll go, yes I am, or no, please do not tell me the results until I can watch it myself. like the Australian Grand Prix at the start of the season, where it started at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to get up and watch the race. However, I had a course that weekend, so I woke up at 5:30 so I could watch the race before I had to leave. I don't know why I did that to myself. That was the most silliest idea I've ever had in my life, because I was exhausted, and that was on the second day of the course as well. But it's fine because it's worth it, and it was the first race of the season. I turned my phone off. I get no notifications from the F1 app, I get no Instagram notifications. I didn't open my phone until I was on the road to the course and I'd already watched the race and knew the results. It says a lot about my commitment. I'm not sure if that's at a worrying level yet. I think it probably is at this point, I'll be completely honest with you. Yeah, I have this incredible pillow which my mum got for me. It has all the 2024 circuits on it. It normally sits by my head. I'm not sure why it's at the other end of my bed. That normally goes here, so I'm going to put that there now. And my mum got that for me last year. I also have a Ferrari flag on my ceiling. I will not be moving the camera because my bedroom is a mess. I do need to clean it. It was supposed to be today's job, but other things got in the way. It is now 10 to 9 at night. I will not be cleaning my room. I have a Ferrari flag on my ceiling. I have an F1 calendar. Yeah. Motorsport F1 is my huge passion. So we are repping the McLaren shirt this week. We don't know what next episode's going to be, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Yeah. So that is a little bit of an insight into me. We'll go more music taste. I listen to quite a bit. I was raised on my parents' music, so Rush, Whitesnake, Queen, very much Jesus, very much raised on that route. So I listen to a bit of classic traditional rock. I also like listening to Taylor Swift. I went to the Eras tour last year, the day after my 17th birthday. I do know how old I am. I went to the Eras tour on the 17th of August, which was incredible. Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter here and there, Ariana Grande, love Little Mix. I went to their second to last concert with a good friend of mine in 2022, also an incredible experience. I love concerts as well. If I can try and do more concerts, would love. Where did I get to? Little Mix, yes. One Direction, very, very sad. I became a Directioner 2019-2020, and so pretty unfortunate for me. And then Liam Payne's passing recently was physical heartbreak. Tate McRae as well, massive Tate McRae fan. Her music is just beautiful. I can remember listening to her more original songs, like the first bits of her songs, and be like, ooh, this is quite nice. And one of my really good friends, who I've been friends with for nearly a decade now, she was also the same. When she would come over to mine, we would sit and we'd listen to her music, and I'd have no idea who she was. And I wouldn't go out and listen to her music actively when I was younger. And then a couple years ago, I was like, damn, she's actually quite good. And now I listen to her music all the time, and it's a bit of a problem, but we're not going to go into that. So yeah, listen to Tate McRae as well. I don't give my brother's music too much of credit because his music taste is certainly something. But because of him and another good friend of mine, I listen to a little bit of Green Day here and there, not too much. I'm not the biggest fan of Linkin Park and Slipknot. I don't really listen to them at all, if I can help it. But if they're on, I won't turn them off necessarily. It depends on what the day is. So that's kind of music taste. Like I said, I'll listen to anything once just to say I've listened to it. But then another good friend of mine has made a 60s to noughties playlist, so I have that on repeat. So Fleetwood Mac is currently the only band that's coming to my mind, but I will get it up. I listen to, like I said, I'll give everything a try just to say I've listened to it at least once. Because, why not? 60s to noughties. Oh, Alex Warren as well. One of my friends, she went to go see Alex Warren twice. Went last year and then this year as well. Okay, so Pixies, Guns N' Roses, David Bowie, Kings of Leon, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Frank Sinatra, Stevie Nicks, Bryan Adams, Eagles, The Kooks, Billy Joel, Blink-182. My brother is a massive fan of Blink-182 and Nirvana. ABBA, Bon Jovi, Elton John, Evanescence, the Goo Goo Dolls, Coldplay, Oasis, AC/DC, also introduced to me by my father, so I listen to AC/DC quite a bit. No complaints from me. That's like childhood trips on holiday. We'd have AC/DC CDs on in the car. Elvis Presley. Oh, I'm a massive Elvis fan. I have been since I was young. Tears for Fears, The Animals, The Who, Simon and Garfunkel, Fool's Garden, The Smiths, Ozzy Osbourne, again, Black Sabbath. My dad introduced me to them. And then we go into, I don't know why these are on this playlist, but you also got Katy Perry, Chapel Roan, Adele, Elton John. I think I already said Elton John. That's my 60s to noughties playlist, which my friend created for me, and I listen to that quite often as well. I'm still talking about music. I don't know why I can talk about music for so long, but you just can. Yeah, it's brilliant. I love music. I can't go a day without my headphones. If I do, then I feel lost. So when I get the bus into college every day, I have my headphones on, and there'll be times when I forget to charge my headphones, so I have like overhead ones. I had AirPods. I put them in the wash. Got the case back. No idea where the buds themselves have gone. Yeah, bit silly. Oh well, that was a while ago now. I'm fine. I like my overhead headphones. Especially with a baseball cap. You have a baseball cap and then your overhead headphones. Oh, absolute class. Yes, I cannot go anywhere without listening to music. I can't do certain things without music. The only thing that I can do without music quite happily is read. And I know some people are different. Some people love to read with music, like calm, sensual music on, like classic music. No, not me. Cannot do it. I just get distracted. Now, I quite love reading. I have 6 bookshelves full of books in the other corner of my room. I cannot listen to music with headphones. No, I cannot read and listen to music at the same time. Haven't quite figured out why yet, but we're working on that one. I had one of Taylor Swift's albums, Lover. I quite often listen to that while I'm reading sometimes, because some of her songs are a bit more slow paced, they're a bit more easy to put on in the background while I'm reading. And I love my books. I really, really do. So I love my Harry Potters as well. I'm a massive Potterhead. Random things about me. I've nearly 3/4 of the way through rereading the series. One of my copies had, I'd left near my windowsill and it got mouldy and I'm devastated. But a really close friend of mine last year, like August last year, had bought me a Hufflepuff version of the book. And I haven't had the heart to read it yet, because I know that if I start reading it, I'll damage it. I don't want to damage it. So I keep looking at it going, I need to read this. Then just getting distracted. And I think that's the case with most readers. You look at books, you buy new books, and you go, yes, I need to read this. And then just get distracted. I think if I had a lot more motivation to read, then I would read so much more. I just don't have the motivation, nor the time. I do have the time. I had all day today where I could have been reading, but instead I sat in bed and watched television. Really very not good. Though I did write a CV today. Very, very happy. That took me 2 hours to write. That should not have taken me 2 hours to write, but it took me so long. I got distracted again. Where was I? Music. Yes, we talked about music, talked about reading. What else do I do? I don't know. I used to do ice skating when I was a bit younger. I used to love that. And then the things, I used to do hockey as well. I used to love my hockey. Spent a lot of this week just trying to catch up on sleep, the lack of sleep, which college provides you graciously. Absolutely, got to love it. What else is there to really know about me? I'm very much a family person, which I've already said. Dr. Pepper is my favourite drink, if you ever wanted to know, and Red Bull. Most of my friends will tell you if I'm at college and I go to get a meal deal for my lunch, I will be picking up a Red Bull. Although it's... so I always have the sugar-free ones, and it does make me giggle. So my friends My really, really close friends, we have a group chat, and there's just 4 of us, and it's me and my friend, and then my best friend and her boyfriend. The 3 of them are very much like, they drink Monster and they hate Red Bull. I, however, love Red Bull. I remember a conversation we had a couple months ago. We were like, oh, so, you know, Red Bull or Monster? They all said Monster, and I said Red Bull. I was like, oh, brilliant. And my best friend, she just went out the country. She was in Germany for a few days. And I was getting snaps from her while she was away. She's like, I turned to the dark side because all they had out there was full sugar Red Bulls. And I was like, yes, I'm so proud of you. And then when we phoned that night, she was like, it literally tastes like battery acid. That's the worst decision I've ever made. I was like, oh, I am offended. I love my Red Bull, which I shouldn't be saying as a McLaren fan, but also I have no hate to any of the drivers or the teams. I support everyone. I'm very much a well-rounded person, but McLaren is my team, so here we are. See, everything leads back to motorsport. I can't help it. Yeah, I love my Dr. Pepper as well. My favourite food is spaghetti bolognese, which I think we're having for dinner tonight, so I'm about to have a very, very fun night, and I'm about to look forward to it intensely. Cadets talked about. Oh, I have a photo shoot that I'm doing tomorrow at the squadron. I'm very much looking forward to it. So a couple of years ago, my mum got me these massive studio lights, and I use them all the time. I haven't been able to use them for my recent photo shoots because they are a pain to get up, and also they're underneath my bed. And I have recently redone my room, so I have a double bed now, and I have 4 storage containers on each corner of my room. So each corner of my bed, but my bed is pushed right up next to my radiator. I have shoes and then jumpers, my camera, my photography kit, and then my cadet stuff. However, which is fine, you know, you pull one out and you get the one behind it, in theory, apart from the fact that I have like posts in the middle of my bed. So to try and get my photography gear out, I have to take my shoebox out, put it to one side, and then like shimmy my photography gear box around the posts to try and pull it out. Now I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet because I've not managed to get it out yet. My room's been like this since the end of January. I went to go use my photography gear last week, week before, and I was like, I'm not sure how I'm going to get this out. But I need to, tonight, either tonight or tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow because I'm out with a friend tomorrow, but I have a photo shoot that I'm doing at the squadron tomorrow night. So I really, really need to get these out. Yeah, but I love my studio lights. I have big studio lights. They're like a box like this. It's like box lights. Freaking love them. They are amazing. Stand them up, and they have like light switches on. I don't know why I'm explaining lights to you, but I love them. And then I'm going to have my backdrop as well, and I need to set up my tripod, and I need to charge my camera batteries tonight. But I can only do that and get to my camera once I've pulled my box out. Hopefully, I'm going to edit this video, get it all sorted, and then upload it Friday. So we're going to try and do uploads every Friday. I have essentially said everything that I wanted to say this evening. So that was a brilliant first podcast episode, the pilot episode, as we discussed earlier on the meaning of a pilot episode, just to get to know me, who I am. We're going to talk into more things about potentially mental health, talk more about cadets, more about F1, or different motorsport branches, more motorsport branches, more about my friends, just things that go on in my life, and then, as I said at the beginning, we'll get some different guests on here, different people on here. We'll upgrade the setup to not the corner of my bedroom. Although I love the photo wall and I love doing and talking like this, we're gonna change the setup and we're gonna have better camera quality, and I'm so looking forward to it. But that was the first video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Because I have different social media accounts now. I have an Instagram account and a TikTok account, so feel free to go follow those. Subscribe if you're here on YouTube, please do. And watch out for the next video next Friday, and we'll see how this goes. But thank you all so much for watching, and that was 17 going on 30. Welcome to the new podcast. Thank you for watching.